Hello, everyone. This is Shantae Dennis at Master Wealth Builders LLC. I am coming to you today to drop some information, nuggets, and wisdom, or any type of knowledge that can help you navigate through any type of circumstances. We know there's a lot going on in our world, in our nation, in our politics, with the finances, the state of our economy, the job market. So I just want to make sure that I'm here to support people through all of these things, whatever the needs are. Here at Master Wealth Builders, we are still a full resource center. We're connected with partners from all around the country, people that help with health, mental wealth, legal issues, not just finance, real estate, business, whatever it is. We are here to now help you navigate. Now, I am a financial veteran, so I'm going to put on my financial hat. I am been in the industry for almost 25 years now. I'm a licensed tax professional. I am a mortgage loan officer, been in real estate financing for 24 years. I have a background in banking, and I'm also a tax professional as well. So I speak from many different hats. So when I'm giving advice, I want to let you know I am licensed and educated and have the experience to do so. So the main thing I want to talk about right now really is telling people how to tighten up in your finances. In times where things are tough and we're going through a rough economy, you want to be careful how you spend your money. You want to make sure your money's in the right places growing. And especially if you're one of those people affected by any job loss, you don't even just have to be a federal worker or employee. There are a lot of companies right now that are laying off people that have been in their positions for many, many years, regardless if you just started the job or been there for a while. So, one of the key facts I want to give you on that note is if you did have a retirement 401k, 403b, 457 plan. If you were a federal or government worker, you may have had a TSP plan. Their savings account is what that stands for. Any of those things, you have the opportunity to leverage what you have. And leveraging meaning from a tax perspective, not just pulling out your money out of your long-term savings. If it was in a CD at the bank, you're going to experience and incur a penalty. If you're under the age of 59 and a half and you're pulling out of a qualified fund, which is like your 401ks, 403bs, or even a traditional IRA, if it's not after tax value like in Roth IRAs, you are going to be penalized under 59 and a half when you go to do your taxes. And then also, there may be an interest or repayment penalty from the fund that you're borrowing from, depending upon where you're at in your savings journey. So there are better and creative ways to do that. Now, as a tax professional, I don't like it when my clients get that 1099-R at the end of the year and they end up paying an excessive amount of taxes on the money they worked hard to save. So there is another way. One of the things I'm helping my clients with now as a licensed insurance agent, I'm helping my clients have access to the top annuity vehicles. There are by top A-rated companies in this country. We currently have a company right now that's offering up to between 15 to 22% bonus interest on all rollover or reinvestment or contributions in the first year. So what that means, that say you take a portion of your money or all of your funds in an account, as long as it's less than 70% of your total savings portfolio, you can diversify your portfolio and put a percentage of your money in this account. So say for example, you just lost your job, you worked at your job for 40 years, but you have at least $100,000 saved up in your retirement, but you don't want to touch it yet. So what you could do, you can create a budget plan, estimate your expenses, how much money you need in the interim. If you're going to start a business, you can estimate, hey, maybe I could take some of this money and start my new venture. But instead of taking it and pulling it from your savings account and depleting your funds, you can actually put this money in an annuity account on day one. You're going to be credited the bonus interest on top of whatever interest you make throughout the year, depending on whatever your crediting strategy is. It could be a dividend strategy. It could be a market participation rate strategy. A lot of people don't know what market participation rates are. So, a market participation rate is that you're actually earning credits through a market trade line, like it could be the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, BlackRock, or whatever your saving strategies diversification is. So, whatever that trade line earns in that year, you'll get that interest credited as well. But for the first year of contributions, depending on what program you pick to invest in, you can receive anywhere from 15% in one vehicle or 22% on all of your contributions on day one. The only difference between a 50% and a 22% strategy is the bonus interest on 15% is a fixed rate, meaning there's no fees associated. You're just going to get whatever your market diverse portfolio option was with the participation rates or dividend strategies with the company with no fees at all. Now, if you're a more aggressive investor and the money is not coming from an interest rate that is fixed more than 2%, you can put your money into a 22% strategy. But the difference is they give you enhancement on the participation side, where you have the opportunity to earn more if the market trade line does well. You may not get the total trade line, but you get a percentage of the participation rate while the company is earning money on the trade line with you. That's how they make their money. So we're always giving full disclosure. Most people don't even know that this vehicle exists. It's called a fixed indexed annuity. And this particular fixed index annuity focuses on accumulation. There are fixed index annuities right now that do focus also on income in the latter. So if you want to get accumulation and then take out money in like a pension type form for the rest of your life, you have the ability to do that. And it pays up to age 113. That particular vehicle is called an income shield because it protects your guaranteed income for whatever your goals are once you meet them to have that fixed income for the rest of your life. And that particular vehicle is currently giving you a 14% bonus interest on the year. And you're not obligated just to have one or the other, but you do have an opportunity to diversify a portfolio in annuities outside of your Charles Schwab and your Edward Jones, where you can have an income shield and an accumulation vehicle like an asset shield. So those are just two great options. I've been in this business a long time. There are a lot of companies that I still currently work with, but starting June of this year, they started offering interest rates that were very high to have give people an opportunity to be able to balance or to earn more in the interim. So if you were a federal worker or somebody that lost your job, instead of pulling from your retirement, you can take a percentage, or if you're in the position or allowed to take all, if it meets the requirements of what we call suitability, you would be able to get an immediate 15% or 22% increase. So on 100,000, that's the equivalent of $15,000 of additional money. And if it's 22%, that's additional 22,000. So say for example, your monthly budget is just I need $4,000 a month for 3 months to get me through to my next job or to start my business. If you moved at least $100,000 into this account after you take your withdrawal, that means you would still make that money back because you're getting a bonus as long as you don't take more than 15 to 22% of what that equates to on day one. So for me, it's a no-brainer. So that's just a tip I want to give people right now because I really do know when people get into financial binds or looking to do something, they tend to deplete their savings. And that's the last thing I can advise. All I can do is recommend. As a financial professional, I can't tell you what to do, but I can give you some of the best tools, make recommendations. If you want to talk to me, my information is here listed below. I have a team of knowledgeable people. We also have a team of people that are helping people throughout this crisis of job loss and federal unemployment to be able to start their new businesses, turn a dream into a reality, taking a loss and making it something positive. If you haven't started even thinking about what you want to do next, we are connected with people that are providing job opportunities. And of course, if you want to join us in what we do, and you want to provide the services to help people in the way that we do, we are always